guess this is a combination of lying, brute force, and to know each other's units. As morale has temporarily come back to the broken Makugo army, I still question what will happen when the truth comes out. All I know is that it's going to be despair. After a very long time, Kingdom is finally back. I did not even know that Kingdom was supposed to be on a break last week. I didn't read anywhere about that. However, I'm getting a very strange feeling that Kingdom is heading towards bad news. And not in the story, but in anything else. But yeah, this is me, the Angry Enemy Fan, the Despair Reviewer. As they try to restore the morale, things are pretty dicey. So they do it with a pretty questionable tactic. Although, as they said before, that was the only tactic they could use. The many different vessels in the Makugo army have lost their morale and cannot take command because, well, they lost their leader. So the one to arrives is Morten and Shin. It's also worth noting they don't even have time to call Shin the name, and they talk. So Morten talks with Shuyu and Kanju, who are the leaders, and they said that with the loss of the Makugo army, they cannot do anything. They cannot even fight back, because the tacticians were defeated too. But they have lost their morals, and therefore they cannot fight back. And I'm pretty angry. If there's one thing this arc has really pissed me off about, it's the fact that Ten has really become a giver-upper. She was supposed to be a prodigy. She was supposed to be the best of the best, and yet she is the one who always says in her head, they are right. What happened to the one who was supposed to become the best tactician of them all? What happened to all this? Why is the Hishin unit so nerfed this arc? Because it's Morten who believes that there is a way to make a combat. And I guess the only reason why Morten is the better tactician than Ten in this situation is because, well, she goes with the logic of the system. Morten pulls off now something that no one actually saw coming. Because according to him, he had plenty of time to absorb the Makugo army, and they have a very deep strength, because they believe themselves to be the strongest of the Osen army. So they simply have lost morals to fight back. So they need to find a way to reinvigorate that hope, so that they can get strength in their individual strength. So all they need to do is return the lost morals. So they begin to pull off a very risky gamble. The first gamble is practically a gamble I have never seen before. It is, actually, no, that's not true. I have seen it before. Kisu pulled off a similar one, and it cost him greatly. So I guess we should call this an irony situation. Kisu spread a lie that Kisha was not dead in hopes of getting even with Shin, and it cost them dearly. Now the Qin army of Makugo army is doing the same. They spread a lie amongst the soldiers that Makugo is still alive. So uh, with that, doing that will temporarily get the soldiers to see something, but it will not make them return moral. So they pull off the second unit, which is basically creating a brute force tactic, something like you know stronger, showing a strong will, so to speak. They will find mm, they will go to the Min unit and the Kukuru Min unit of the right and the Kukuru of the left, where the weakest opponent is. Where Shin and Rikusen will each go heads to the different directions, and then get into the points and smash their way through to raise their flags. Of course, the Ishin units are struggling, which all even more I'm getting pissed off by. But at least Shin is cutting through these guys with his anger and his determination. So with that, they enter a rally point where they gather up their flags, the Hinshin unit and the Moten unit, as if to temporarily get back a little strength in the eyes of Makugo army, saying that now they're getting a little bit strength yet, but they have not yet been completely convinced. The first one was a lie. The second one was brute force in getting inspiration. But the third one is the most important. It is well, maybe the third one is the inspiration, and the two world is determination, so to speak. Because they need to have a few words that will resurrect the Makugo army, words that only the Makugo army understand, and so the soldiers ride through the Makugo army, where they scream the words that they have always been screamed every time Makugo army been rallied their people, and those words were stand and fight, stand and fight. That has always been their words every single time when we have approached the limits. Hearing those words, having heard the lie and seen the rally points, finally gets back the moral of the Makugo army as they smash through the Sao army, much to Kisu's surprise. Is this enough to turn the tide? Well, they're definitely not gonna be happy when they hear out that Makugo really is dead. But for now, I guess every tactic works, and in this tactics, I guess we should say China is back in play. The very fact that they're creating such a big earthquake that, well, not earthquake, but a big, slam that even Kisu sees it is satisfying. And yes, I'm a bit curious where this is going, so please let me have a Kingdom chapter next time, because I just want to see the Makugo army winning now, even if they have lost their arrogant leader. But you give me your thoughts, if you have any.